Hi friends, in today's Bible story, we are going to listen about the journey of Abraham. One day, God chose a righteous man named Abraham as his servant. God asked Abraham to count the stars in the sky and the grains of sand in the sea. Then God told Abraham that he will give him so many disciples and descendants as these. Then Abraham had a wife named Sarah, but no children. So he wondered how God is going to give him so many descendants. After a few days, God asked Abraham to take all his belongings and his family and leave the land and go to another land named Canaan. But God did not tell him why did he had to go there. When Abraham reached there, he built an altar to God and worshipped him there. Then, after a few years, a famine struck the land of Canaan. God told Abraham to move to the land of Egypt. When Abraham reached in Egypt, he said to his wife Sarah, "You are so beautiful, and the Egyptians will be struck by your beauty, and they will kill me and take you as their wife. So, if anybody asks you who you are, tell them that you are my sister." Then Abraham and Sarah went to Egypt, and as they entered, the people over there were struck by their beauty. Then, when they asked Sarah who she was, she only told them that she was his sister. When the Egyptian soldiers saw her, they ran to inform the king. The king called Sarah to his kingdom and taken her as his wife. Then he gave Abraham many expensive presents: goats, camels, cows, and servants in exchange of Sarah. That night God was angry with the king of Egypt for taking his wife. So God had sent a disaster on the house of the king. Then the king of Egypt called Abraham and said, "Why did you tell me that Sarah was your sister and not your wife?" Abraham answered, "I was scared that if I tell you that she is my wife, then you will kill me and take her." The king of Egypt had asked Abraham to leave Egypt at once. So then Abraham and his wife Sarah left Egypt and went to the land of Canaan and began to stay there. Then one day God had told Abraham that he will give Sarah and Abraham a son and they should name him Isaac. But Sarah did not listen and she was impatient as she was too old to bear a son. So then she gave her servant Hagar to Abraham and said, "Take her for yourself, and when she gets a son, her son will be ours." So then Hagar gave birth to a son and she named him Ishmael. But this was not a part of God's plan. Sarah gave a birth to a son and she named him Isaac, which means laughter. Then one day, when his Isaac grew a little older, Abraham had given a great party for Isaac. But Sarah was jealous of Ishmael and Hagar, so she sent her and Ishmael to Abraham and said, "Take them and send them away. I don't want them here." Abraham was very upset with his wife's decision, but God told Abraham to do as Sarah had said. So Abraham had told Hagar and Ishmael to leave and go away. Then Isaac grew up with Abraham in his tent. Then one day Abraham's servants and Lot's servants had an argue with each other as some of their cattle did not get enough grass. So Abraham said to Lot, "Look, now we have arguing about our cattle's feeding, so let's stop the arguing. Look at the beautiful land of Jordan, and on the other side is a hill with lots of trees and grass. You select a one which is good for you, and we will go to the opposite direction." So then Lot selected the valley of Jordan, and Abraham and Sarah moved to the opposite of it. Lot had settled down near the village of Sodom, near the city of Sodom and Gomorrah, whereas the people in Sodom and Gomorrah was very wicked and they sinned against God. This made God angry with Sodom and Gomorrah. I will continue in the next video. Bye.